listened to the transcripts,
Ah,
and yeah, it was great, by the way. And I seem to remember at the end of the session you said that I don't remember if it was a changeling, right, that explained to Varvin how to
yes.
make tokens.
Yes, of course.
At least one way of making them being burying them in the hedge and waiting for them to magic up.
Yep.
And so
Very
now
good.
we're gonna have Varvan leaving bottle caps in the hedge
And then Twitch
everywhere.
finding them.
It's not pollution, it's an investment.
Yep,
Yeah, yeah.
totally.
That's gonna be great.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to check on them to check like that anyone hasn't stolen them because he's gonna be pissed if they.
Yeah,
Ugh.
checking on them.
Right.
When one
Uh,
disappears, it's gonna mysteriously end up in your pocket.
Shh.
And I guess as far as our mission so far has been going for investigating the Hivekeeper, uh, where we have to find everything we can about him. We know he wants to be a true Fae, a noble. He's always looking for more servants. He hangs out in the thorns, doesn't go out, only sends messages, is surrounded by wasps and other insects, and mostly small goblins for his court.
Yep.
And nobody knows in particular where he is or if he contacts anyone regularly.
So,
Mhm.
he's a changeling, that's a given fact.
No, he's a hobgoblin.
Oh, the Hivekeeper is a goblin.
Yep.
Right. That's interesting.
So that's about where our investigation stands. We did learn a good bit of information here at the market, had some fun, but I guess it would be group huddle time once the game begins.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just need to log off for a minute to untangle some cables,
Sure.
but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Before we do that, I just want Lucy to roll me wits streetwise.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. That's a good roll. I'm happy about that because I have 5 dice.
Hello.
Hey.
So I was wondering about something else too. I
Yeah.
seem to remember at the end of last session you gave out a beat to the others. Does this apply to me and Acme?
Yeah,
To
of
Acme
course.
and me?
I already give it to you. I
Yes.
should
Very
have
good.
one
Ooh.
experience.
Hey, yay, experience.
First
Woo.
experience point, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. All right. That's good. And I just want Vavan to give me uh, a resolve composure roll.
Resolve plus composure.
Yes.
Do I get the +1 of acute senses?
No, it's not. It's not a perception roll.
No, yeah, resolve. Sorry, confused wits in that.
It's all right.
Yep.
Yeah, you both managed
Oh wow.
to keep you at school while you separated from the other in the goblin markets. Lucy, there's lots of goblin. Shh. Sorry. There's a lot of people who, when you go out with your violin, who wants to buy your ability to sing or even your violin, but you manage to. Yeah, no, fuck off.
No, 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 no.
And yeah, and Varvun, you managed to hang on to most of your shinies. Like you traded one or two things. Like you traded Ben Fork, which seems to enrapture one of the hobgoblins for a bottle dreamed. But aside from that, you again you kept your head on your shoulders. And you didn't do anything crazy.
So I do have a bottled drink.
Yeah. You have no idea how this works. It's a, it's really a bottle,
Is it
glass bottle.
shining?
Yes, it's shining inside. It's like a
Which,
liquid rainbow inside, but you have no idea how it works.
well, it's already like it's many colors and shining. This is all Valvin
Yes.
needs.
Yep.
That's just great.
Come. Shush. But you all reconvene at the garden market. You are all here. Everyone's still in one piece. What are you doing?
Yay! Nobody sold off their limbs.
What do you all
Yeah.
do?
Twitch is probably just very happily like holding his tank. It's like, I got a snake.
Oh, it's
Oh, it's so cute.
I know, look at the little guy.
but is it a snake or is it a flower?
It's
Valvin
both.
seems very puzzled by this. Is it a plant or an animal?
Well, what we do know for sure is that it's poisonous.
Ooh, interesting.
That's okay. Look, it's a sweetie. It won't hurt anything. Oh,
The snake seems to be mostly calm right now. It sleeps in the aquarium, looking around.
right. I imagine as long as I'm just being careful with the tank, it's just happy to like rest.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I
Just a
suppose
question. Just a question. Yeah. You bought a cute snake. Okay. What does it do? Is it just a poisonous thing we're gonna have now?
it's a snake.
I mean, yeah. But why?
I mean, well, I guess I just wanted a pet.
Okay. Why not?
Cool.
Still, I guess at this point, it's probably group huddle time. Twitch will actually relay to the other two, the information we found and talked about earlier. And then kind of ask, so, I guess we just don't know where he really is, or how to find him.
Well,
Well,
we could follow the bees.
we know a lot more already. And yeah, we could follow the beast. You're right.
Do we really want to do that? This guy seems kind of dangerous.
Well, what's our other option?
Well, he's looking for um courtiers. Is that it?
Yeah, though he seems to have his preferences.
Hmm.
What are his preferences?
Insects. And
Oh.
goblins.
I mean, you look like a goblin.
Oh, I thought I combed my hair a little bit today. I thought I wouldn't.
Well, we can always go back to the king and tell him what we've discovered.
I mean, we could look for where he lives a little bit longer.
Yeah, sure. But
Because if we
probably
just go
not in the
back and say,
market.
okay, it's a hobgoblin and he has a court, and that's it. I don't know.
So I guess we
You're
just
right.
kind of start in his general area and then try to pick up the trail?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could try to find insects like changelings and hobgoblins and try to find out if they're associated with them, like in the market.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. One of the guys we talked to seemed to know a little bit, but I don't think he had a whole lot of contact with him.
I think he said specifically he didn't have contact with him.
Right, exactly.
Huh.
So maybe he just picked up what he's heard.
I'll be right back.
Well, yeah, we could just look for insect-looking hobs and changelings and ask them if they know more about the hive.
Yeah, for changelings might be harder to wring the information of, considering that this particular hob has aspirations to become one of a true fae himself.
Hmm. But there
Right, and
are
given like
changelings.
how much of a hermit he is, who knows if anyone even knows, I suppose.
Didn't the at the tent, didn't they say that he has a regular messenger? Or did I
I
misremember?
don't recall. I just remember he sent messages.
I think I may have.
If anything, I imagine he'd probably send like his goblins out to do that.
Yeah, no, I think I may have made that up actually. Whoops. Sorry.
Whoopsie.
By the way, Emmerich,
Yes.
does the Bottle of Dreams count towards my acquire new shinies aspiration?
Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
It's new and it's shiny. So yeah.
So I guess that just leaves the only option on the table right now as actually go out there and try to see him with our eyes.
I guess so.
So let's see. Emmerich, we did know like of his vague area, right?
Very vaguely, yes.
Hmm. Maybe we could try
It's
to narrow
near
that down a little bit somehow.
it's near the area near the market, but no one, at least not no one, but the hobgoblins you ask don't really know exactly where it is. As I did, it's in the form, but other than that,
Right, and I guess trying to get like some vague directions wouldn't necessarily help too much in the Thorns anyway. So let's see. I guess I could propose that we could do something like a group survival. Because I think a majority of us here actually have the skill and are really good at it. So we could all aid each other in trying to uh search for clues, I guess, literally.
God bless.
Sounds good.
That's the plan going forward I can think of. Anyone else got something?
Yeah, we could just look around the edges of the market and see, because asking too many informations inside the market is bound to, you know, raise suspicions, and even spending too much time inside the market is really a good idea. I'm not saying
Oh,
this as Varvin, I'm just saying this as player.
I could still like see Varvin saying like a little bit of like search around instead of inside, and that's actually a really good idea. If we just kind of search around the market, check out where people go in and out, maybe we can pick up something from there.
Wait,
That would be a good starting point.
um,
And it
yeah,
probably would be reasonable for us to say like either split up or all work together in some capacity.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah,
so
because
Emmerich, like how many ways like in and out of the market are there?
as far as I know, there's only one way out of the market,
Hmm.
and the entrance is actually just a small pond.
Okay. So if everyone has to go in and out through that, then that means we should all go together, start there, and then kind of do a circle search.
yeah,
I mean, that could
because
work.
and Emmerich, if we're in the hedge, but right around the market, it's a landmark, so we are not gonna have to roll for not getting lost in the hedge.
No, not really. I mean,
As long as we stick really around the market.
Yes, but as soon as as soon as you will begin to, search around, the edge will try to make you lost. So it's it's fine if you search just around the pound, but the more you go deeper into the edge, the more danger it has.
So
Right.
So-
So generally, those of us who have a harder time getting lost can find things easily, like me, Varvan, and oh,
That's it, I think.
it might be actually. I can't
Yeah.
remember if Martin
Yeah.
actually had the same
I've got
abilities.
I've got Pathfinder. Yeah.
Okay,
Ah.
cool. So there's a potential 3 groups we could split up to if we really wanted to spread out like very far, and then
Oh,
generally not be lost.
I'm also thinking about maybe it's kind of a far reach, but wouldn't Pathfinder be able to show us the way to the Hivekeeper's court?
You don't know. Pathfinder only give you the nearest general things you're looking for. It doesn't give you like you can say I want to find this exact place.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And with Beast, Pathfinder also picks up on individuals as well, people.
Right. So I guess it would be better if we were, say, like in the hedge, in the area, and then trying to locate general things in that area and kind of mapping it out.
Hmm.
a map
Yeah,
of the
nothing that will allow us
hedge.
to like directly hunt him without, like, I guess having mirror walk or something.
So what should we do? Should we split?
Yeah.
Sorry.
On the pretense of if we start investigating the hedge around the area, we'll all get lost anyway. Then there's not a lot of working together unless we stuck as like a singular group. So we could split up, do multiple rolls, and see who hits upon anything, and I guess regroup after a little bit.
Yeah, but
If
how
that,
do we find out where, like, the other group is? Like, if we got lost in the hedge, we won't have any way to regroup.
yeah, because we can always go back to the market.
Yeah, but if we're lost, we're not gonna be able to find our way back to the market.
We're not gonna get lost.
Oh no.
Didn't we have that group pact that would let us find each other?
Yep, you are.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out like where we actually wrote that down.
I should have written it down somewhere, but I have the exact wording if you want.
Hey, perfect.
Whoop.
I think I like wrote it down like just uh on the screen and then just disappeared later on.
Yeah, I completely forgot to take that down.
I thought I had it in my notebook, but I don't see it.
Know the direction someone is and if they're on Earth and in the hedge. Spend a glamour to indicate you are in danger.
Oh yes, that's true.
So maybe we could pop that so that as sort of a signal to each other
Mhm.
Yeah,
that we found something and that we should regroup on that person.
but the pledge benefits can only be activated once every. How often? Is it story? Is it chapter? Is it session?
Let me see. I think it's. I don't think there is. Oh, system.
Investigation.
Just a second.
Survival do I have?
No, it's whenever you want.
Oh, sweet.
No, right.
So, we have literal signal flares with each other. We know exactly where everyone is, or at least their direction.
Nice.
And we have multiple pathfinders and other people who are perfectly fine with the hedge.
I mean, yeah, we could do that.
So we have 3 possible groups to split up in. How are we gonna split up and search then?
I would propose that Varvin can probably go as A.
I mean, I wouldn't advise as a player putting the one intelligence dot characters together. Like just a like a hint.
No, but I mean, Varvin on his own can manage pretty well in the hedge, and can also slap a fool pretty hard. So
Slap a fool.
what?
Slap a fool. Great.
So I guess Varvin could be solo, and Twitch could probably also be solo. And then everyone else can hang out with Martin.
Hmm.
And Martin can fight them all back.
So
Yeah.
2 solos and 1 group of 3.
I mean, you want to go with someone then?
Whoever comes with me gets to ride the griffin.
Oh, I'm just confirming.
No, it could be like Griffin.
I guess like the
Lucy.
main thing that I would say is if I get in danger, I know I can run away. But if I'm with someone else and
I
they're
can run
slower
away.
than me,
I can run away too. I mean, I'm not as fast, but I can be invisible.
right? So I
Yeah, I
guess
can go
that's
with
my
you.
suggestion for now then, unless anyone wants to be with me or Varvin.
I can be with Griffin.
Okay.
On Twitch.
Oh, Twitch. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Alright, so 2 groups of 2 and Varvin solo.
Let's go.
So alright, that seems like our plan. We're going to leave the market through the pond, and then from there split up and search for signs of this Hive King or his minions being in the area or going to and fro.
Hmm.
All right.
And each group should have survival.
I don't have survival, but you know.
I
Okay.
don't.
Yeah, I do.
Yep, that's why.
Yep.
Okay, let's go
Very-
then.
I would like
But-
everyone to um to, to to roll me intelligence survival, and I would like to introduce you to a new feature. Changing. I mean, it's not new. It's not just start of a way, but since this is I think everyone's first time with second edition, I would like to introduce you to edge spinning.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right, so when you're in the edge react to you, your emotional state, mental state, or your actions. And every fake creature can also influence the edge. But Changeling and Gentry can do so drastically. Basically, when you're doing any sort of action with the edge that require you to roll dice, you can choose to allocate successes to edge spinning, which is subtly changing the edge. There can be multiple examples, like you can create a weapon, um, create something like if you are in blocked by a river, you can create a bridge or make a tree fall to allow you to cross the river. All that sort of thing you can, as long you can. There's two kind of edge spinning. There's subtle shift, which are what I just talked about, like uh, they are very very subtle and very easy to use, and they are paradigm shift. Paradigm shift change they change the whole game. You can create a new location in the edge. You can create goblin fruits, make opponents dramatically fail, that sort of thing.
Ooh, that's really cool.
Yes,
What's the difference? Like, is it just the number of successes rolled? Do you
it's
have to
it's a number of
declare intent?
No, a paradigm shift can only be enacted when you roll an exceptional success. Then you spend 2 glamour, and instead of creating an exceptional success and getting a condition for that, you can enact a paradigm shift. There are huge things like you could transform a forest into a wasteland of ash. Like if you were trying to use, for example, if you had a lighter and were trying to find your way, or you're trying to throw a fireball at your enemy, you could set the edge on fire, and
Right. So, but
that's
you can't specifically roll for hedge spinning.
no.
It's always unrelated actions that influence the hedge.
I mean, it's not especially unrelated, but yeah, it's specific action, mundane action.
No, but yeah, there's no like conscious
Yeah.
attempt to hedge spin.
I don't know. It can be conscious.
No, all right.
That means, for example, if I want to create a bridge
Yes.
to cross something, I could start. I could start planting and cultivating vines next to the river, and if I get enough successes, they might just grow super fast and make a bridge.
Exactly. Yes.
And if I'm like looking for shinies on a shore and get an exceptional success, I can turn all the pebbles to diamonds.
Yes. You could.
Ah,
You have to. You have before each action, you have to choose if you want to have the action generate successes for edge spinning or not.
oh, so before rolling,
Yes, you have to choose.
right?
Okay.
Um,
And I guess this might be a good time to mention I have Hedge Duelist, and without necessarily having to hedge spin, I can just pull some leaves over and have armor.
yes, that's an example of edge spinning, but you have a merit that allows you to do that without rolling.
Yep.
But yes, like if you were battling an opponent, you could use your successes on an attack roll to edge spin, so like bramble and thorns would appear and just like um, what can I
Grab
say?
onto them.
Grab on their feet, so that sort of thing. Yes, to lower his speed. That's there are really many possibilities.
Nice.
Keep in mind, if you fail an edge spinning roll, dramatic failure is instant beldam in everyone, and it's not a good idea to fail. Alright.
Gotcha.
Right. But it's always a good idea to take a dramatic failure for a beat.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, right. So you said intelligence plus survival, right?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
wow! So that's a chance die.
If you don't want to roll, you're not obliged.
Oh, we don't all have to roll?
No, I mean,
Right, like the people with survival would be the ones doing this, and
Yeah, I
everyone is
don't think
hanging
I
out with
would
others for
be
like
trying
protection's
to-
sake.
Sick.
Can
Cool. Good.
can
So I'm
the
gonna
ones
roll
can
with
the
the
other
assumption
ones-
I'm not getting help then.
can the other ones just roll as support?
they
Well,
can
well,
if they
well-
want. Yes.
Well, they've already actually.
I mean, we could just
Martin-
roll extra dice afterwards. We don't know like the
Yeah,
result or anything
sure.
anyway.
All right.
So anyone gonna help with those two, and then Varvan is solo.
Oh boy.
Oh why? Why?
That
2, 4.
Oh my god.
Wait.
And you have to like re-roll the tens, right?
Yep.
I thought there was 62 successes, and I was a bit surprised.
I thought it already rerolled the 10s.
Oh boy.
That is 5. That is 5 successes.
Oh boy.
That's
Continue,
not
continue. Ignore me.
That's
God.
Okay.
that's what you call the big suck.
Ignore me.
Successes. Sorry. Do I get bonuses for hedge sense? By the way.
Let me check. You should get bonuses.
I don't suppose this would possibly at all call for the mantle ability of bonus to mundane rolls to investigate true fae. He's not exactly one.
No, he's not a true fae.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
true,
think so.
true fae
Yeah.
and faerie. So
Yes, you gain a bonus of 2 dice for your chance.
Oh, so I guess I could add
for
that
head
then?
sense.
Yeah, those with hedge
Huh.
sense gain a 2 dice bonus.
All right,
Yep.
I'll go ahead and roll 2 dice here.
That's
Alright.
good. Yes.
Hey, cool. Go from 1 to 3.
Okay. Just a second.
So each of the groups has done moderately well. But 5 successes.
Okay. Sorry.
Slowly deciding our fate, I see.
Yes. Okay. God, so many conditions. Hmm.
Oh boy, secret messages.
Sorry, no. Where is it? Ah, here we are. You all begin to search slowly but surely around the markets. You begin to search for traces like footsteps or things like that. You begin to search for insects, that sort of things. And after a while, you all begin to hear a slow buzzing, and you manage to find you more or less back in the swamp-like area of the edge, the local edge, and you arrived in the town proper when you think you found traces of footsteps, and there's a swarms of mosquitoes and wasps and things like that just buzzing around.
Mosquitoes.
Yes, but the insects proper, they bite, they sting. It's not enough to cause any real damages. It's not enough to poison you, but it's tiring, and it honestly it's very very unnerving, and it's very, you basically pissed off at it, and you all are under the condition of fatigue. You're all fatigued, so heavy
Does
labor or long period activities will have a -2 penalty.
does my 3 dots of hardy negate that penalty?
Maybe. Let's see.
Because it's supposed to negate every penalties for, I think, exhaustion, uh, damage penalties.
No, because it's not something. It's not natural. It's something proper to the edge. It's not exhaustion per se. It's more like you're constantly harassed by these insects.
Eat them.
Yeah, I can try and gob some up in the air, I guess.
If you want, sure.
I mean, they're flying just right in front of my mouth, and I'm not gonna do a little snack.
Eat
Uh,
those bugs.
But you'll reconvene and you follow what you think is the right path to the den of the Eye of Cain. It's muddy. It's again the buzzing is just everywhere, and after a while you begin to see nests of wasps, bees, that sort of things. And you arrive in a small clearing where you see. Do me a perception check, everyone.
Okay.
That is wits resolve, correct?
Yes, it is.
Composure.
Wits composure. There.
Yeah. Whew,
Wits
I got-
composure. Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah,
Hey.
clarity bonus too,
yes, you did.
and the acute sense, so I'm at +3.
Woo!
All right.
We are all eyes.
You'll see. It's difficult to see really because again the swarms of insects and the general fog of the swamp. But you all see, and especially Martin, there's movement on the edge of your perception as you arrive in this small clearing. Martin, you see there are hobgoblins um, out in the in your periphery. You think they are gremlins, namely. You're not sure, but they're here. You gain the. You are steadfast,
excellent.
and you all live in a small clearing where there's only one person sitting on what appears to be a throne made of, well, different insect hives.
Just a thing, where can we note down the conditions?
It's not a condition. It's a edge spinning action that the edge took. So it's all right. I'll just remind you.
I used like
For the
page 3 and like
fatigue.
made
Yeah,
it.
that's what I talked about. Yeah, the fatigue is a edge spinning action, so it's not really a condition. It will
Okay, right.
stop once you are out of the edge, and I will remind you if you take any activities that will focus.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
And so you
sick.
can see him down on his throne. Everything is buzzing, and he doesn't seem to be aware of your presence just yet. At least you think. Most of you thinks. Martin, you're sure he knows where you're here. You're sure of it.
I shall whisper this back to the others. He knows we're here.
Well, shit.
Mac.
What do you all do?
Should we smack him?
Well, didn't expect to just like stumble straight into his face, so that's new.
Yeah.
But Twitch is going to use his brain here, and he's going to try to I guess map out to some degree how they got here, or at least to his brain.
Alright.
Is there any way like to remember places in the hedge and get back to them later? Is that
Not.
is there a power or just
Well,
you've been
Pathfinder.
here, so you like go find it again? Okay.
You. Now the edge is always changing, but maybe yes, you could know the general location.
Okay.
Of these places.
So I guess Twitch will kind of try to take special notes so that he can try to find this place again. So that's what he's doing. What about everyone else? Just standing still in fear?
Um, so we're actually seeing this guy.
Yeah, he's in a small clearing, like it's a circle, like where there's only swamp water, the hive, but no trees at all, and you're just at the periphery of it.
Well, I'm gonna ask him to stop making the bugs sting, because it's annoying.
Just like from across the clearing, just like shout at him.
Yeah,
I'm-
you
Like
Hmm?
walk towards him and tell him like, "Hey, can you tell the bugs to stop stinging us? It's not nice."
he looks at you, open his mouth. There's a whizzing song as he's trying to gather air to speak, and there's one or two wasps just exiting his mouth. Oh,
Uh,
did we lost someone?
Yeah.
I think we lost Mart. Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't get up, but looks at you and says, "Changeling, what are you doing in my court?"
That your court? We didn't know. Your court's pretty empty. Usually there's more stuff in courts.
What? Dare you kneel?
Maybe we chose the wrong diplomat, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have let Varvan speak.
You should definitely cut him off at some point. Well, why? I mean, you can hear me fine from where I am.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Hello, Mister. We didn't mean to intrude. Excuse our friend here. He's been having problems with bugs. That's maybe why he's a bit twitchy.
I said kneel!
Well,
No, I'm not gonna fucking kneel.
He
You say kneel, please, and maybe we will.
he he take his staff and points it to you. To both of
I think I'm going to charge because
you.
I'm not letting him douse us in nasty bugs.
in bees.
Yeah.
All right.
Not the bees! No, not the bees!
There's my mouth.
So you're going to roll your initiative. So,
Great.
Game.
Oh boy.
It's one die plus the
plus
initiative,
your
right?
wits and composure.
Oh, actually, there's a.
You have initiative, yeah. So it's one dice plus your initiative modifier.
And I
Oh.
don't think I had anything.
Wait, how do you roll
Actually, I
initiative?
think I had a contract, but I can't find my contracts anymore.
How do you roll initiative again? I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, I have no idea where the button is. Oh, wait, it's up
There's
there.
a thing at the top right of the sheet. There's a thing
Yes.
called roll
Oh!
initiative.
Oh my god.
Shit, I can't. How Varvin's contract works.
Mm.
Ah,
Sorry.
Well, Martin isn't here, but I'll play him.
did he say anything about
I don't think so.
Nope.
logging off?
No, he didn't. All right. One, please. Vaven 10, Lucy 10, H 9,
Oh wait,
Daniel 7.
actually, I'm not at. I believe I'm not at 10. I've got the beast. I'm at 13 actually,
Uh, oh,
with the seeming blessing.
sure. Let's see. Swing blessing. I just forgot the beast one. Uh, you're not
Oh,
shaken or spooked, so yes. Yeah.
oh, casual thing to mention while I remember it. I
Yep.
think Barbara may have mentioned it, but talon and a wing. As a beast, you don't tire and become immune to fatigue of any kind.
You have to you have to use a contract first.
Okay, so if we
Indeed.
use it, it'll activate. Got it.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
All right. Just a moment. Wow. Shit.
Very
Uh,
nice.
Martin, no for my minions. Do
My oh my, Martin 17.
yeah.
That's
Wow.
impressive.
Huh.
Impressive.
The minions.
Wow. This really is keeping with my tradition of rolling shit initiative in any game I play.
I know, right? Like, my entire character is based upon going really fast, and I rolled a 1.
Yeah, sorry,
I'm
Damien,
going to
you're
go
going
super
last.
fast, but after the others.
Okay, so what does he got actually got? Because I have no idea what he has.
Players attacking NPCs you just wanted them to do.
I mean, I stabbed them because I
Just in
don't.
case you have aggressive players.
Yeah, I just
Now you've
just
got
wanted to be ready.
a stupid character and very
Another stupid character.
is a bit prickly. I mean, this hivekeeper can't fucking take well, whatever.
You can
No,
always
it's
take cover
gonna.
of some kind.
You'll hear the grass, leaf, and roots of a tree. There's something like coming out of it, and you hear small, minuscule laughters, and you actually see Martin going hand in hand with them. You're not sure what he's attacking until you see the head of some gremlins poking out. And Martin apparently saw them before all of you and is actually already at the strength roll. He doesn't have any specialties. Nope. He's already heading to head to heads against them. And yeah, he's doing what he can, but apparently he's ready. Vaven.
Um, so I'm going to reflexively activate 7 League Leap
Sure.
for 1 glamour, which allows me to make one big jump in for the turn, but also with my seeming benefit gives me +10 speed for the scene.
Sure.
So I'm gonna charge the hivekeeper and try and restrain him.
It's gonna be a grapple roll then. You're gonna do a strength roll.
Strength plus brawl. So that's go. 6. Do I? I don't have a brawl special, but
It's
I'm
all right.
going to use a willpower dot. Point, not dot. And strength. Brawl. +3. Huh. That
What?
is a bit fucked.
I forgot you have his defense. Well, still, it's
No, yeah, I actually
Yep.
didn't subtract.
you try, and the bees, they just stings, and the wasp, and it's just very slippery. You're definitely like in contact with him, but you can manage to grab him.
Yeah, one hand keeps trying to swat the bees away.
Exactly, yeah. Twitch.
Not the bees! Not the bees! Wait, Varvin's in trouble. I help you, Varvin. He's being attacked by minions, right?
No, the minions were going to attack you, but Martin already saw them, and Martin is attacking the gremlins.
Ah, okay. I thought that would also include like the bees and stuff, but I guess that isn't a
Now,
fact,
the
not a
bees are
target.
everywhere.
Okay.
They're more like a feature of the edge than attackers, for now at least.
Would hedge spinning apply? Could I do something like that? Ah, no, that seems complicated. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to help Martin out and grab him and pull him away.
Why exactly?
Because it looks like he's being dragged off.
No, he's attacking them.
Oh,
Not
he's
being dragged off.
attacking them. Okay, never
Yes.
mind. I'm sorry, the way you said it, I thought he was
Sorry. No, it's fine.
being dragged off screen here.
No, it's fine. He is attacking them before they
Okay.
have a chance to attack you.
Okay, and in that case, I feel Martin's probably fine. I will go ahead and help Varvin, and I will join his charge because he seems like he knows what he's doing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will go ahead and charge the Hive Keeper. Does anything
All
prevent
right.
me from doing that?
Do you try to grapple him?
I'm gonna go straight up and slash him with claws.
All right. So yeah, no defenses because he has reload.